will people ignore the fact that Alphabet, Google, has an incredible football and maybe brings in more people. I know when you talk about these things, you talk about the NFL, it's always anecdotal. But you did have that Monday Night Football being the best. You do have a surprisingly good option in Alphabet, much better, I think, than DirecTV. You have gambling, I know from DraftKings, out of control positive in the fourth quarter. You actually have fourth quarter action that has shocked people, and it's almost like Vegas is involved. I know that's not true, but I just think that people are misjudging. I think Alphabet may be a real winner in this. And we cannot dismiss the NFL as a factor in our lives. The Monday Night Football was quizzical because obviously Jets, Bills. It's not like those are the Bills market Buffalo last I looked.
Good morning, guys. Sorry I'm late. I'm a little late this morning.
The fate on Oracle, the fate on Adobe, and yet Google has managed to resist all of them.
Adobe was a remarkable port, but Google, I think people are starting to think, you know what? There's maybe they can do even 10 billion perhaps in 2 days. So, by the way, the cord cut, it's relentless.
All right, what we got? All right, what's up? Good morning, everyone. Give me a sec. I'm just finishing up my setting up.
It's true. Here's the opening bell at the big board this morning. It's the International Monetary Fund for the UNGA this week. At the NASDAQ, it's former U.S. Vice President Al Gore, along with key investors, founders, and executives across the climate ecosystem, kicking off NYC Climate Week. Here, Jim is...
I didn't know that the IMF...
Hope everyone had a good weekend.
Giants who traveled to the Cardinal.
I'm literally here trying to...
Kind of boisterous group. And I want to know, David, where's that going to open? Yeah, is that
Don't know. Yeah, no. Doesn't trade here.
Oh, it doesn't trade?
Sorry.
Okay. All right, well, Instacart. Well, it's just that, sometimes you have these, if you want to gauge by clapping, then this IMF's a lot more popular than I thought.
Feeling good about IMF. Huh?
Yeah, I feel rosy about the IMF.
Isn't that also
Good morning. Spike on. Yep. Nice little spike. Let's see. Should get a follow through.
Jim, the phrase "sell Rosh Hashanah" gets tossed around a lot this week in particular, as it is the seasonally weakest week of the year.
It sure is, but that would mean that by Friday you got to start buying. Now, obviously that's kind of like sell in May and go away, but I think it's held up better than sell in May.
I think since '88, the week following September, OPEX is down 27 to 35.
There have been weeks ahead of Yom Kippur where you're just stunned at the lack of
Nice spike so far.
I'm not sure exactly
Is it going to follow through? I think so.
There is one to be drawn. But Apple's up 1.4%, but Nvidia's down another 3%. So there's that
Nvidia,
sort of...
I mean, I have a new dog. And unless I rename this dog Nvidia, this dog is the most stupid dog I've ever seen. I mean,
what a
this
spike.
dog has
Damn.
no idea what it's doing. It's
Missing
a bug.
out.
And
This is
I don't-
ragu.
Yes.
Okay.
And I guess what is the proper word you're allowed to say? Urinate? Urinates exactly when you don't want it to urinate. Like, usually when there's like a big fourth quarter stance, that dog is urinating. I mean, it's like, wow. Go, we got to put it on. No. Oh, stop trading. I mean, honestly, there was not a single fourth quarter. During the comeback, the Cardinals comeback.
Damn, what a
I mean,
miss. What a miss.
did Johnny come back? I mean, I gotta tell you, this dog was urinating.
Looking for buys, man. The market actually came close to filling that gap. That rollover gap up. Oh man, she's just going. I'm looking for longs on NASDAQ, but I may have missed the entry. Come on, just give me a pullback, B. Don't be like this. Come on, play nice. Nice. Good long. Yeah, freaking business calls this morning had me late. Come on, don't be like that.
attempts to stop and remediate it, including taking certain systems off.
And what's crazy, like I said, alerts last night for when it did break this, which it did this morning. I caught the alerts on my phone at 7, but I was in the middle of a call, so I wasn't able to take it. Ugh, this is torture.
And it will transition
Come
back to
on.
automated ordering soon, as next week. But right now, it's got an
And I still haven't fully set up my charts either. Man, I'm out of control.
So this is again a cyber intrusion. See them all the time, having an impact.
We're
here.
back into a supply and demand zone
About MGM,
on NQ.
suffered similar.
Oh my, we didn't really went into it because we didn't know.
And she going.
Something differently, and it's interesting. It's an interesting question for companies.
Damn, she's out. She's out.
Do you pay?
Bruh.
Caesar's paid.
I don't want to. It's like I want to chase, but I don't. Nah, I'm gonna wait for a pullback. Damn, I could have chased it a little bit.
MGM didn't pay. And MGM stuff was offline for a longer period of time, I think, than Caesar. So that's an interesting question as well. In this world we live in now, where cyber attacks obviously are.
Okay, nice little retracement. Let's
Got
get
insurance,
that.
why not just pay?
Because I think that the
Let's
government's
get
gonna
it.
say,
Come on,
"Hey,
pull back just a little bit more. Ugh. What a miss, man. What a miss. Literally almost, was it? Almost 100 points from the bottom.
Yeah, but I think what's so interesting about this Clorox act is they still can't evaluate. They haven't been able to figure out. I know impact will be material, but they still don't know the extent.
Little visibility to the extent of financial fallout.
Bruh.
So it is. I mean, these companies again. MGM had to go back to writing everybody's information on a piece of paper. Give me your credit card number. Clorox, you'd assume manual ordering is probably somewhat similar.
But
It's like
okay.
taking you back to the 70s.
But I will tell you that the company's been very forthcoming. I talked to a kid from Okta. He was identified by
Okta was and
Come on.
it was a social hack where they
Damn.
got IT to give new credentials to people.
I need a pullback. I need a pullback. She's just, she gets over this 1524.
and these are service dog employees. I mean that very positive. That they wanted to be forthcoming, wanted to get the operation done, and thought that they might be holding up the operation. So they gave the information away, and that is not something that Okta can prevent. Okta can't want to say, look, we can't prevent employees from
Up 50 points on this runner. Let's paper hand my order. It's all good.
By the way, you know who is the
Got
most
that. Nice. Good job. Good job. Oh, she going.
because they were the most
Caught some of it on the Forex side, but damn, baby.
if you try to get help from Verizon, you have to in person. It's very difficult. That's what's coming to. I think what we're going to have is education. Every employee's going to say, I can't.
At some point, we may have the tools to identify ourselves in ways that are not easily replicated.
Yep,
right?
she
But
gone.
I do think that whether they pay or not to pay is going to be a government decision. So, not going to be up to the
Well,
So many moving pieces right now.
but one suffered more than the other.
Well, yeah, but if you decide across the board that nobody's allowed to pay, then I think we get the government involved. I mean, right now, look, there's companies that are really unbelievable in cybersecurity. I think the game that they're
Bruh.
playing is whack. But some
Why you gotta do me like this, Nas?
artificial intelligence,
Couldn't just give me a few more.
guys, what you want to do is
I just needed a few minutes, baby.
doors on them.
All right, so given that the market has been severely beaten, let's take a look at, did we fill the gap? Did we fill the gap?
The cyber companies, cyber software
Yes, we did.
needed high-profile attacks to drive this.
Yo.
My chairperson on this panel last time,
What it do? What it do? Did we fill the gap? Yep, we did. So NQ's gap has been filled from the contract rollover. You can see right here, 15,328.18. And as you can see, it wicked right into it. Technically, it filled it right at the wick, which was 15,341. Oh, you heifer. Missed this beautiful bounce. Why didn't I have buys there?
Like I go in, I'm excited
Okay, so NQ's gap is filled. So now we should be heading back up. Two gaps to the upside. 15,800 and 15,943. So any major dip on the NASDAQ, I'm taking along.
Whether it's a stance that anybody really cares about. Now, in the media, you would care. But I just think that no one would have cared if closed. But Linda, I don't even know what the answer
They
is.
would have been done by now.
What do you mean, like Sam C? I don't know. They're hidden belly rich. I don't know who. We don't know. I don't know who the hidden belly rich. I like hidden belly.
They seem to have identified potential actors in the case of the gaming companies.
Well, I think it's time that somebody went to jail. I mean, I don't understand why it's not possible. I mean, what do you think?
Okay,
And I
okay.
think the others might think
She
twice
won't
about
play
trying to
today.
get as much kids first as possible. I mean, what was
Those of you guys joining last night, so I started trading last night at the 6 p.m. open. I caught a nice long on natural gas. So let me zoom in so you can see this.
The dress.
Maximize. So at the 6 p.m. open, natural gas ended up gapping down and sliding just a bit lower. I got long at 262 and I closed out completely at the gap fill. So it was a quick trade, only a couple of contracts, not a bad way to start the week. So that was my first trade of the week. I also caught a nice trade on a NASDAQ as well, right at the open, a few points, and I ended up closing up around here, around the London Asian session, because on the Forex side, it actually created a gap, right? So it created a gap up from where it closed on Friday. So that gap actually got filled. So anyone that's trading NASDAQ on the Forex side, if you look on a 15-minute time frame on your MT4 or MT5, if your broker starts trading at 6:05 p.m., you will have seen that same gap up, right? So the market ended up moving slightly above that, and then overnight it came back down to fill that gap. To pull back, nah, I think it's still a bullish move. This movement right here, it definitely did, it broke, but let's see how big this candle closes. There is still the possibility that yes, it could do a full reversal, but given that the gap fill has happened, I don't necessarily see that, but let's see. There is a lot of negative news out this morning.
You say Claudio, I say Claudio. It's enterprise software. Yeah, enterprise software is the, that one's really
G Money. Yo, what it do? What it do? How we looking? Ooh, what a reversal. Damn.
I'm just saying enterprise software.
Dirty.
That's the whole
Okay.
right. It's B2B.
You know what, short?
Trying to make all this stuff B2C and forget it.
Nice. Yeah, ZL's playing out real nicely.
B2C with AI.
Yeah, we still got one more chart to set up.
Name me a B2C that's really
Not a bad way to start the evening, huh? Nas put that was it NQ, not NQ, natural gas pushed up a bit higher too. But I was
I mean, AI, we have to distinguish between AI and generative. AI's been around for quite some time. Of course, it's being used in all sorts of ways. Generative AI, the idea, of course, of asking questions and getting very detailed responses in language that you understand. That's different.
Look, I think the insurance companies and these auto finance companies are the best use case because they need to change.
By the way, when I talk about generative, it's not just that; it's also code, which may, in fact, even
damn, that Asian session was a very tight one.
right fill in large sections.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you can speak in. I mean, Frank Slugman from he was so like he said that you can speak. Not
Sheesh.
speak in a necessarily weird way.
She'll figure it out. It will figure you.
It's just too smart. What was a great piece?
Oh, that sounded like me, bro. I was up to like about 1, and yeah, and then like I got up for like maybe like 30 minutes during the Asian London session, And then I went right back out. And then this morning my alarms went off, and I'm like, oh, it's 7. Next thing I look, I'm like, yo, it's 8:20. I'm like, oh shoot. And what woke me up was actually a text message, and I'm like, ah, damn. It's like I'm late.
6, 7, 8, 10. It's gonna be
Damn, this is a.
really strong. Is that it?
I see. I see. Bringing all the shorties back. Nah, rush. Soil is just. Yeah, it's 95. Yeah, we're gonna see 95 this week, bro. Last week I was just like, and actually got the dip that I wanted on oil down to 80. I think it was like 89.50s or 89.90s, bro. Yo, my G. Let me tell you, I was like, bro, yo, I'm about to start doing some swing positions, bro. Yo, I'm going to murder this market.
They have turned it on, and that has been, remember, Saudis a swing, Russia's a swing,
Yeah.
and up until
I was
just
like, it's like, y'all don't want to let me swing. That's all right. Personal accounts, bro. Personal accounts. Yep. Oh, I was like, dude, the amount the amount I would have made just swinging oil from 72, bro, all the way to 92, and just kept adding along the way. Yeah. Wait till you see the P&L at the end of the year, bro. It's gonna.
because the oil companies
Yes.
they're starting to get bullish, and they have been very bearish. They've been spending a lot of money returning money to shareholders. That's been their
Did you fill out the? Did you fill out the form? Cause now now it's the ACH, right? So when you log in, you have to go to the payout method, and then you have to put in the bank account, like the bank name, account number, ACH routing number, and the same name that's on the bank account. Like it has to be the name that you have on that payout method, right? So if you have a business account, you put the business account and then slash name, and then you put like company, so they can identify like, okay, that's a company name.
There are plenty of ways that they can move in. One would expect.
Yeah, because
Apparently, the right to purchase certain quantities of minerals the company needs for
Mhm.
some countries, including Congo.
I can tell you specific gas electric has an amazing business.
okay,
They're trying to produce as much
yeah,
5 Diablo nuclear reactors, just taking the energy. Way to be able to produce. We could be in a position where we go to non-deficit or surplus. It means
yeah, because you have to, it's a minimum of 7 trading days. So like if you don't complete the 7 trading days, like you don't get the contract. It's crazy because like had experienced that before with a forex prop firm, where it was like, yo, you have to trade the minimum 10 days, right? So like there's a 10-day minimum trading days, 30-day calendar period. And as long as you end the account in profits, you get a redo, right? So what happened, is like end the account in profits, but didn't do the minimum 10 trading days. So ended up losing the account. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, nah. You know your boy got you. Go CL, go CL. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking along on NASDAQ. Let's go. Entering NASDAQ longs at 15,400 even. I'm starting off with a micro. just because there's still the off chance that we could retest 15,355. For today, I'm looking for a price target of 15,493 or 15,500 even, 503 to be exact. QTP 1550. Skip it. Okay, and at 15,400 even. Stop loss 30 points. 15,375. We'll do 25 points. Let's get it. All right. Ooh, ZL. Bruv. Oh, tell me you're heavy in this one. Damn. Okay. Bro, what a meltdown. Took out that previous higher low at 60.95. Okay, baby girl, let's go. All right, so I'm up 20 points on NASDAQ. I'm moving my stop loss to break even. Stop loss at break even now on NASDAQ. Go, girl. Go. I ain't even had breakfast yet. Let's go. And
welcome back to Squawk on the Street. I'm Sarah Eisen in Midtown Manhattan, where I'm getting ready to speak with Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. First NBC interview. She is here.
She gonna go. She gonna go. Come on. Come on. If Nas. Come on, Nas. If we can get a 15-minute close all over 15,424, I'll move my stop loss to 10 points in profits and let it do what it's gonna do.
The big question on everyone's minds, whether the GOP mega donor will continue backing Governor Ron DeSantis for his presidential election bid. Listen.
We're now through the first debate, and I'll tell you what, I'm still on the sidelines as to who to support this election cycle. I'm still on the sidelines. And in fact, it probably doesn't matter. Donald Trump has been made the martyr by the legal system. He's right now the runaway favorite of the primary. And interestingly, there's no real contender against Joe Biden, who, with all due respect, it's time for him to enjoy retirement.
Griffin is as frank as ever. We talked a lot more about DeSantis's campaign strategy and what a Trump presidency would look like. Also talk about whether he's investing in China and what he thinks of Nick Offerman's portrayal of him in Dumb Money. Tune in tonight, 8 p.m., special edition of CNBC Leaders, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Much more Squawk on the Street when we come right back.
Come on. See, what's up with this camera, man? Come on. Work. Yeah, I'm still NNQ. I'm looking for it to close above 15,424. My stop loss is at break even. I'm down to like just up 14 points right now. It's pulling back. Hell of a damn. Dow Jones are just. Oof, my guy. Nice.
There's a piece that came out of this analysis from Martha Nathanson, which was a downgrade of PayPal. She had held on to it for a long time. And a lot of talk about it. Remember, you got a new CEO coming in 10 days. But I find that we're at this point where there's the revenge of MasterCard fees. That the old, the e-fins, no, they're just not working. And you can stay away from every single one. What you want to be in is the old fins. And the old fins, MasterCard's doing incredibly well. Mike Beback doing a great job. So that moment where I thought that everything was going to go with the new guys, that ship is sailed out.
Alex begins in a few days, and they talk mostly about Apple Pay competition.
Well, yeah, Apple Pay, it's 10 years. I think Apple Pay is, they're very, very close to Apple Pay now. Goldman, I don't know. I mean, David, you spoke with David so last week. I think they're getting hurt on Apple Pay.
They don't. I mean, they would simply say
They're plus that business.
right, custom business, consumer, obviously such a small percentage of their overall revenues. They're clearly not
I mean, I don't know.
eating into it any longer.
I mean, you can sell it. I'm sure somebody wants it.
You have high hopes for that card.
Yes, I did. And then there was a shuffle at Goldman. The person I was close to went to another firm, and it just seemed like it was leaderless. But yeah, I am very now bullish on what Apple's doing. Not so bullish, but so.
What about tonight?
Okay, so we have some forecasts for Oracle. Now, Oracle got crushed. They reported the stocks of 126, went down to 109, actually 108 yesterday. And this is from Oracle Cloud, which is software typically does not do cheap. So it's
That's a pick.
hidden value range. I'm gonna have to get just realize it's head and shoulders and not the shampoo above the others.
I totally agree. There is no competition.
It makes a lot of different things.
We'll see you tonight, Jim. Mad Money, 6 p.m. When we come back, Sarah's one-on-one with the Treasury Secretary. Don't go away.
Mm, nice. Okay, scaling back in. you. What you wanna do? Mm. What I need to make. Um, Weekend was pretty chill, man. Low key. Didn't really do much. Just gym and research. I was researching, trying to find like a regulated forex broker. So I have like these dudes that they're looking to set up like a substantial account, but they don't want to go through the whole like converting money into crypto and then transferring it. So I was trying to find him a broker because I was like, yo, like I personally was like, yo, I use CoinX and Hugo's Way. And I was like, I till this day, man, I was like, I have no complaints with Hugo's Way as far as like transferring large lump sums in and out via crypto. And I know with them, like they want to be able to lower their taxable income. So I was trying to give them those route, but they're much older gentlemen and just doing the whole crypto route. Like, like some people, they're just like stuck in their ways. It's like, nah, like, yo, it has to be bank wire. And then every broker that I even have one with my FX choice, and even with them, like you can do a wire and whatever, but they're based overseas, and it's like, yo, like they want something like here in the US. I was like, I can't find any good broker here in the US that I personally used, so I can't really speak on them. I was like, you'd have just the same as luck as me. Like you're reading online, but it's like I'm telling you, like firms that I've actually traded with, that like I actually have accounts with. So yeah, so so they're figuring that part out. So I was doing that this weekend, and then just working on some of like the back end stuff for the firm, and going back and forth with like the customer support and the tech team. So yeah, so I didn't do nothing, bro. I just went to the gym, home, eat, and research, like research and just trying to ice my lower back, cause bro, the chiropractor, like the X-ray that I saw of my spine, bro, like being off alignment, it's like, yeah, we gotta, yeah. So next time I'm in that, I'm definitely gonna try that spot you sent me. Um, Check that out.
All right, I'm not here in Philly. Hopefully get that fixed relatively quickly.
Yep.
In fact, so quickly that we do now have Phil. Take it away.
The magic of technology. Let's talk about where things are with these negotiations right now, guys. You've got Ford and Stellantis resuming talks today with the UAW. They're going to be marketing data today. GM was there yesterday. But keep in mind, the UAW president, Sean Payne, says if things don't improve, they are ready to
All right.
read into that what you will in terms of what amp up means. The White House is sending its aid here to Ukraine, not to mediate, but to assist.
Might want to rock with you a little bit too. I'm literally from the trades from last night and early morning. I'm like $86 away from hitting my daily goal. Mm-hmm. Literally all you have to do is just open and close, right?
Take a look at shares of GM
Yeah.
and Stellantis. Keep in mind that we are starting to see the ripple effects, guys. GM may lay off up to 2,000 workers at its Fairbanks, Kansas plant. That's where they build the Malibu Cadillac CT4.
Yep.
Why? Because that plant gets stampings from the GM plant in Wentzville, Missouri. Well, the UAW is on strike in Wentzville. So if you're not getting stampings built there, they're not being sent to Kansas. Therefore, workers may be laid off as soon as this week. That's the latest, guys, from out here just across from the Jeep plant in Toledo, Ohio.
Nice.
Phil, appreciate that. We'll check in soon. Our Phil LeBeau in Toledo today, watching the strike. In the meantime, let's get back to our Sarah Eisen. As we said, with a special guest. Hey, sir.
Hi, Carl. Thank you very much. I am here with Treasury Secretary
Let's see if she'll
Janet
give
Yellen.
it.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us here in New York.
Thanks for the invitation.
I'll just pick up where Phil left off, and I know you're not involved in the negotiations around the UAW. Some of your colleagues are doing
I'm
that.
looking to rescale into NASDAQ at 15,400 even again.
Well, look, we want to see
Limit set.
President Biden's being
Order failed.
Failed.
to work hard to negotiate 24/7 to get to a solution. And so we're hoping that will happen soon.
Because you have to be worried about inflation, I would think. Just as it's starting to come down, supply
on,
chain
baby.
disruptions
Order failed.
are a risk.
Okay, out. Quick 4 points. Go ahead.
Forecast about what it means for the economy.
Yeah. I'm done with this account for today. So let me just log off before I do anything else. Focus on the Forex side.
The important point, I think, is that the two sides need to narrow their disagreements.
I've gotten really good with that this year. Like once I hit a certain goal with one account, bro, like, cause like I have like accounts that like I alternate between like payments and stuff. So once I've hit a certain target, it's like, yo, I shut that down and I don't open it until my request has been hit. So let's say if like I have to wait, what's today, the 18th. So yeah, so on this account, like I have until Wednesday to request a withdrawal, and I'll do that, and then I'll trade another account, and then once that account hits a withdrawal phase, I'll hit the withdrawal, and then I'll go on to the next.
Treasury Department
Mm-hmm.
about labor unions and the contribution they make to our economy. And
Diversification.
wages
Let's take a look. Well, I know I got an alert for NVIDIA under 427. Let's see where she at. NVDA.
the president feels frustrated, strongly in favor of
NVIDIA, where you at, girl? Where you at? Ooh, she hit 420. Mm.
I've seen that so
She might need to get this work.
circumstances.
You mentioned the strong labor market. It's been a tight labor market, obviously millions of openings, more than unemployed, but it is starting to cool. And I wonder what trajectory you think that will take.
Well, it is cooling, but the cooling does not involve significant layoffs. Partly it's people joining the labor market, so the supply of labor is increased as people who've come back labor force participation has moved up. Also, the strength of demand has cooled. You see that in the decline in the number of openings. The number of
Bless you.
openings relative to the number of people looking for work is still quite high. That's a very healthy labor market, but not quite as hot as it was. And the fraction of workers who quit their jobs, that's sometimes a metric that gives some insight into just how hot the labor market is. That was exceptionally high.
Okay, look at you. Oh, NVIDIA. Damn.
So,
Okay.
healthy labor market, but not quite as high as it was. That's
Friday.
important because
Friday's been an epic short, bro.
inflation backed down to 2%.
And you have been a big believer in the soft landing story. We've seen it play out so far, but aren't we just starting to see the impact of the lagged effects of Fed tightening, 525 basis points? How do you think about the timeline there?
Well, there are lags in the impact of monetary policy on the economy, and we would expect to see some impacts. I think we've certainly seen it in the housing market, but look, we still
Let's go. Who took that NQ long?
consumer spending.
Although I'm out of it, but
We've seen strong industrial production. I don't see any signs that is risk of a downturn. And this is the best of all worlds to see strength in the economy, good strong inflation, and that is what we've seen.
Do you have a time frame in mind of when we might see that peak lag and how severe it would be?
Well, I don't think anybody knows for sure.
If you took it, take profits, man. Anytime you're up 10, 15, 20 points on it, just take profits because it's really having a hard time getting over this 15,424. I do know that once we get a candle close above it, it's game over all the way back up to 15,503. It might even go higher, right? So keep an eye on that. Now, if you want to chase, you can. But if you chase, I do recommend going in with the micros. But this is looking really, really good. Damn, I might have to hit this on the Forex side, to be honest. Yeah, let's go. Longing NQ for a breakout. 15,424, and that's on the Forex side that I just entered. Let's go.
Looking at taking any action on this front?
Come on.
The president wants to make sure that gas prices remain.
Okay, there she goes. There she go. Let's go.
A great deal about the price of gas. They're still down $1.20 over their highs last summer.
Let's go. I'm adding one more. She about to rip. Oh, can she get over 450? Can she get over 450? Come on. Come on. Do not be shy to lock in some profits, guys. Let's go. So, aside from everything that you're seeing on my screen, right? Do you guys remember how I've mentioned before where a lot of times they'll take out the lows several times, and then on the third time, after the third time that they take out the lows, we end up having a nice reversal. So last week we took out the lows, well, prior we took out the lows once, twice, and then today was a third time, and then instant reversal right at that gap fill, right? So seeing that literally time and time again, we've seen the gap fill to the downside and we've seen the gap fill to the upside. So this is why now I am extremely bullish on NASDAQ, given that as we get closer to the end of the year, we're going into the holiday months, and historically the market tends to rally around those times. So, which would be in line with filling the gap to the upside and potentially even making a new high for the year before the physical year is over, right? So if we go to a 5-year, let's go 1 year. Right, so for this year, the highs on NASDAQ is 16,062. So there is a very likely possibility that we could smash this and then, you know, look for a nice sell-off starting off in January 2024. Also, I like that the daily chart is forming a M pattern. Now, as long as we don't have, you know, closes above 16,100, so even if price wicks above 16,062 and then pulls back and closes below it, we would be in a nice position for a nice unwinding for the first half of 2024. But that's a much wider view. But just for now, we are dip buyers. At least for me personally, I'm a dip buyer until 15,943 to be exact is taken out. Once that gap fill has happened, then, you know, we could start looking around to see what else to do. Not to say that between now and that point we're not going to have some nice shorting opportunities.
Creating something that situation that could cause a loss of momentum is something we don't need as a risk at this point.
Some people think the reason we have such a good, strong economy in the face of all these interest rate hikes is with all the fiscal spending we have seen. The Infrastructure Act, American Rescue Plan, the Inflation Reduction Act, the CHIPS Act, all of that stimulus working against what Fed Chair Powell has been doing to try to slow the economy to fight inflation. You agree?
Well, the Infrastructure Act, the CHIPS Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, these are all long-term spending measures that will boost the growth of the economy and add to its job-creating capacity long-term. And many of those bills have been paid for, and so
Come on, breakout. We're about to get. Look at that. Here we go. Come on. It looks like this 15-minute candle is going to be the one to close above it. Come on. Let's go.
kept a roof over their heads, food on the table, and it ensured the fastest
Oh shit.
any
Yo, these phones be these iPhones be acting, bro. Yeah, bro, like be turning my camera on, like I'll be doing something and then like it'll complete, like I'll be typing something and then the little flashing line, it'll bring it all the way to the opposite end. It's like, bro, let's go. Oh, NQ still going, still going, still going. Let me lock in some profits. Okay, locked in a nice 19 points right there. Still got a runner. Come on. Still got a runner. Dow Jones is lagging. So right now, here's some divergence for y'all. All right, real quick, let's start off with the Dow. Dow Jones is currently still down on the day in comparison to NASDAQ. But as you can see, this right here kind of looks similar. So Dow Jones is currently negative 20 points. ES is up 2 points on a day. NQ is now up 40 points on a day. So if you wanted a bigger or a better return, right, you would look to trade the Dow Jones. Now I know for some of you guys are relatively new to it, so I don't recommend trading the Dow Jones. You're better off trading ES. But essentially, NASDAQ and ES both did a red to green move. Dow Jones should be doing the same or will at some point during the day. Now that might be much later in the day, like sometime after 12 or 1. But if I have yet to fail you guys so far, so if you take us along on the Dow, by the end of the day, you will see a red to green move. Y'all know the calls over here be fire.
I'm not really concerned insurance. Obviously, the Fed is tight policy, and that's pushed rates up. But there are only fours in the legislation that funded all of these programs, and so I'm not really concerned about the impact that they'll have. Certainly, deficit reduction is
For a bit. I might need to get one of those ergonomic chairs. I got the gaming chair, but I don't know, this ain't doing it for me no more. Oh, you know how much them things go for, man? Them things. Whew. I've seen some for a couple of racks, and I'm like, yo, and it just looks like a frame with, you know, some netted material. I'm like, yo, that thing better be good, bro, cause.
Is having very adverse impact, and spending time discussing food prices and what we can do to alleviate hunger and shortages of food, especially since the Black Sea Grain Initiative Russia has ended that. We're focused on climate change and the adverse impact that's having on developing countries, on emerging markets. It interacts with scarcity of food, and we're focused on greatly expanding the amount of aid and private investment inclusion into emerging markets and developing countries around the world. We have an initiative to enable the World Bank and the other multilateral development banks to greatly expand their provision of resources and to mobilize private capital for.
Yo, you still got the link for that you still got the link for that that dual monitor setup?
Mobilizing
For the laptop?
public and private through the president's partnership for global investment.
Yeah, you sent it to me before. Like I was just looking at our text to see if I could find it, but it's not coming up, and I'm just like, damn, about to.
Infrastructure.
I gotta cop one of those ASAP.
So these are some of the main focuses this week.
It's a heavy agenda.
It is.
We'll let you get to it, but we thank you for the time.
Thank you so much,
Here
Sarah.
in New York, Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary of the U.S. Back over to you in the studio, Carl.
Covered a lot of ground, Sarah. Thank you for that. So Sarah Eisen. Up next, former Dallas Fed President.
That shit was a minute ago that you sent it.
Share his expectations for the Fed later on this week. Don't forget to tune in tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
There we go. And Q ripping.
With Ken Griffin, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we should say. Expanding markets, philanthropy, and a whole lot more. In the meantime, we're Squawk on the Street is still ahead.
That Asus you just connected to your laptop, right? Yeah, see that one. That's the Asus. Copy. Oh, Nasdaq just does not want to close above this level, man. Damn. The grip of
Welcome back to Squawk on the Street. The big interview with the Treasury Secretary a moment ago, saying she does not see any signs the economy is at risk of a downturn. Consumer spending remains quite robust. Also says it's premature to make forecasts about the impact of the UAW strike. It depends on how long that lasts. Her comments come ahead of this week's Fed meeting. Let's bring in former Dallas Fed President Robert Kaplan. Talk about all that and more. Robert, it's great to have you back. Man, Sarah threw a lot at her. Student loans, gas prices, bond issuance, shutdown, the strike. Hard to throw her off. Her, I guess, sense that the economy's pretty stable at this point.
I think the economy is stable at this point, and the Fed rate increases have certainly created a tightening in the economy. Goods are weaker. Anything interest rate sensitive is weaker. It's harder to get a loan if you're a small business. But I do believe the unspent ARPA money which I agree has been through the federal deficit a couple of years ago, but it still is being spent, as well as the Inflation Reduction Act spending.
There we go. Found it.
Currently are to some
Yeah.
extent keeping the economy
Carol
resilient.
Corner on Instagram. Do a screen laptop. I think it's this. For the Lenovo.
The labor market resilient. And so I think you've got some cross currents here.
At this point, in terms of activity, do you think risks are to the upside or downside?
In terms of the economy?
Yeah.
In terms of the economy, my concern is this.
Oh, she out.
Organic growth capability of the U.S. economy is at one level, and I think
It seems more like
boost from government spending. We're running a $2 trillion deficit this year, which is substantial when you think it's post-COVID, but pre-recession. Government debt to GDP is over 100%. And so my concern is when this government spending starts to dissipate, the organic strength of the economy is I think weaker than we're seeing. But I don't see any sign government spending is letting up in 2023 or 2024. So I think we will stay resilient.
Robert, the Treasury Secretary, acknowledged deficits, but said the metric she watches is net interest to GDP, which at 1% she didn't seem particularly concerned about. Do you share that sentiment?
I look at two things. Government debt held by the public as a percentage of GDP is now over 100%.
Let's see. I know
The present value of unfunded entitlements is $75 trillion. And I think you're seeing, if you look at the 10-year Treasury and the 30-year, I think you've seen a meaningful backup in those rates over the last month or two. We're now at over 430, and I'm not sure the backup has run its course. So I think there is some market sensitivity to the fact we've got a big supply of Treasury issuance in the years to come, and we're running very large deficits, and we've got a very large debt to GDP that we have to fund in the years ahead.
You mentioned the government programs, many of which are obviously involved in just beginning to really spend a lot of the money that was allocated. Are you surprised Fed Chair Powell, when he's been asked about the inflationary impact of those programs, really doesn't seem to think it is significant?
Oh, ZL, what a recover.
Well, if you look at it on a deficit basis,
ZL.
I think the thought is the Inflation Reduction Act was intended to be paid for, and the Infrastructure Act had some pay-fors.
Said
And
I ain't come to
the
play with him.
money, the American Rescue Act money of $1.9 trillion already went through the budget. I think if you look at the impact on the ground, though, and I travel a lot around the country.
Yeah, slow. Somewhat. I mean, it's not the usual action that I particularly like, but it's given some nice trades. Definitely would like, a little bit more action, but we are approaching the London close. As you can see, 10:30 is upon us. And yeah, man, this thing is just not wanting to close above this 424 area.
Relatively tight, and I think will continue to remain relatively resilient because of that.
Would you argue, are you arguing that the government spend is masking
Set an alert.
the soft economy?
Freaking
Would you use
exhausted.
the phrase sugar high?
I wouldn't use the
Set an
phrase
alert for 15,447. So once price gets over there,
a number of the green
I'll look
investments
to see if I'll add or just call it a day.
is substantial. These programs, if you take all three of them plus the CHIPS Act, they're substantial. And I can tell you on the ground in cities and
Okay,
states
some
of the country, having an
substance.
effect at a time where the labor force is already tight. So my main advice is just we should be aware of that this is playing a role. And I think at the Fed, I've suggested that I would try to have a very good fix on the forward calendar for this spending, because I think when the spending dissipates, I think the organic strength of the economy is weaker than it appears.
I'm curious as to how you think higher oil prices are going to impact the economy if they do. It's climate week, I guess, as well, the Treasury Secretary is here for. So we have oil prices hitting new recent highs.
Yes, so we have a fundamental issue you've heard me talk about before. We are globally undersupplied on fossil fuels. We need to speed, and we are speeding to try to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. But despite that, we're probably 3 to 5 years away from peak oil demand. We are to some extent limiting production in the United States. We're the cleanest producer in the world. And you can, the releases from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve are tactical, but they don't address the issue that we're globally undersupplied. I think we're going to be vulnerable to price spikes in oil.
Do you see oil, bro? Oil's up a full point and change.
Transition is going to take more like 20 years
Bro.
plus, 30 years plus, not 5 or
It's
10.
like, baby girl, she hit 92. 3 points away, man. 3 points away.
Undersupply. So people making $50,000 a year pay money for their car to get to work. Gasoline. They're somewhat more stretched as a result. But there's 50 million of those workers.
Although you're down in Texas, so tell me, but we're at right near all-time highs for U.S. production.
We are the U.S. If we had an ability. My concern is if you look at global demand versus global supply, we're burning more coal globally. Global demand is growing for fossil fuels. We've got to speed wind, solar, and alternatives to close the gap, but we have to be realistic. It's going to take.
I'm taking along on GBP USD. Stop losses at the low of the day. I think the low on GBP USD is also put in for the day. Along with NAS, I think the low of the day, well, it seems the low of the day is that 15,330. Come on.
Still to come after ARM's return to the public markets. We'll have a look at the IPO landscape. Instacart pricing after close today.
So one contract is 100 points is 2K. So times 10, that's 20K. Whoa. All right, up almost 10 pips on GBP USD. Go baby, go baby, go. Dow Jones is catching life. Let's go. Let's go. I'm currently up on GBP USD and I'm currently up on Euro USD. I'm up 3 pips on Euro USD. That's the equivalence of being up almost being up like 3 cents, 4 cents. GBP USD right now I'm up 7.7 pips. That's the equivalence of 8-cent movement. I'm still holding my NASDAQ long. I'm only in on a micro. I am looking to add. I'm loving that Dow is starting to catch a bid. And as we can see, what I tell you, Dow Jones has gone from red to green. So if you entered the Dow Jones when it was negative 25, 29 points, right now you'd be up over 50 points, because right now it's fluctuating between being up 24 and 25 points. So if you entered when I said that the Dow Jones is a better entry, but again, I know a lot of you guys are new, so you might have not taken it, but you could have taken it with the micros, okay? Remember, you don't have to trade the minis. You can trade the micros. Yes, damn, baby. Pull back for the London close, maybe. They be disrespecting, man. They be disrespecting with this.
Stevens with your CNBC News update. The White House says Iran released 5 Americans wrongfully imprisoned in Iraq today as part of a prisoner exchange. The agreement gives Tehran access to $6 billion in oil revenues frozen under U.S. sanctions. A senior diplomat in the region tells NBC News. 5 Iranian nationals are also expected to be released in the deal. Hunter Biden is suing the IRS. The president's son filed a lawsuit today accusing agents of repeatedly and intentionally publicly sharing his private tax return information as they investigate him. Younger Biden nearly reached a plea deal over misdemeanor charges of failing to pay federal taxes, but that deal fell apart last minute in court just weeks ago. And early this morning, authorities located all 9 teens who escaped from Pennsylvania Detention Center Sunday night. Police say they slipped out of the center after a riot broke out. The facility is just miles away from where a convicted killer was captured last week after he broke out of a Pennsylvania prison. David, back to you.
Pippa, thank you. We are getting ready for another high-profile IPO. This time it's Instacart, of course, following ARM's successful debut last week. Let's go to Leslie Picker, who's tracking all this recent IPO activity for us. Leslie.
Hey, David. Yeah, the capital markets are clearly open. Another busy week ahead for IPOs. Instacart set to finalize its price after the bell today. After hiking the range by $2 a share, it's expected to opt for something at the high end of that new range or above that range. As that means Instacart is likely to have a valuation around $10 billion or more by the time it starts trading tomorrow. Klaviyo opted to increase its marketing range this morning by $2 a share on strong investor demand. That one is expected to start trading Wednesday, and both of these on the heels of ARM, as you mentioned, the biggest IPO in years. That price at the high end of its range traded up 25% on day one, although as you can see here, it's down about 5% today. Now, Goldman says that its IPO issuance barometer is more consistent with a normalized backdrop, thanks in part to a 17% jump in the S&P 500 this year. But this crop of deals that we're seeing is pretty dissimilar to that of the most recent cycle peak of 2020 and 2021. Instacart, for example, will invariably be doing
All right, guys. Do you guys have any questions for me? Oh, Nasdaq is not looking healthy at the moment. You're talking about ZL?
Leslie, I know both of us made this point last week. And, it's
Yeah, a
rare
little
for
bit more
me
of
to
a
get
retracement.
repeated
Bro,
number of times.
NQ,
This
baby
Instacart
girl.
offering, even though it looks like it's 600 plus million, is really very small when you take out these strategic cornerstone investors. I mean, it's a tiny slice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about $260 million as a float, which for a $10 billion company is just under 3% of the company that they're floating in this deal. And that's important for the overall supply and demand dynamic because it leaves very little supply relative to the potential demand out there, especially considering there has been such scarcity. Obviously, you had an ARM last week trading well. That could encourage investors who are sitting on some gains there to invest in the IPOs coming down the pike as they can see that it's clearly working in the market. No guarantee. Obviously, a small float is not necessarily indicative of an amazing first day of trading, but oftentimes there is kind of a way that you can orchestrate that to get influencers.
Back to red. Man. 1 second, bro.
All right, Leslie, we're going to keep track of these.
Somebody.
Still ahead, where RBC set of equity strategy sees opportunity.
She gonna go. She gonna go. Back to green on ES and Nasdaq. Come on. Yeah, no, they just playing around, man. Watch the pop after the London close. Just it's clockwork. Come on. Yo, fags.
the Street Treasury Secretary Yellen telling us earlier this hour she sees no economic slowdown. What might that mean for the markets? Joining us now this morning, Rick Calvasina, RBC Capital Markets head of U.S. Equity Strategy Market 4250. It's good to have you back. I think most of what you've been writing about lately is that the energy trade still has some runway.
Oh, we think so. And, you know, a couple of weeks ago, the trading community, even my commodity strategists, they were starting to kind of say, look, maybe things have moved too far, too fast. And I'm very sympathetic with that from an oil price perspective. But looking at my models and earnings revisions and valuations, they looked, valuations deeply attractive and earnings revisions kind of early stages of a recovery. And so we just looked at it and said, look, if the oil price cooperates and hangs in there, there's plenty of room to run from our perspective. Plus, I think the growth trade still needs to correct, and that money's got to go somewhere, and that outperformance has to end up somewhere.
So fundamentally, it's still a supply story as opposed to demand?
What Mike has been saying, our energy strategist, is that the fundamentals of the oil market are some of the best that he's seen in a while. It just felt like maybe from a sentiment perspective, it's a little bit.
Let's talk about other parts of the market. I mean, we talked endlessly about the mega caps and their outperformance versus the
Yes.
NASDAQ on the S&P. What about small caps and where things stand right now, given their underperformance this year?
I mean, it's I'm glad you're honest because this area.
You know, she like to play a little bit. Let's go. Beautiful, beautiful.
Every sector is cheap and small relative to large.
Come on. We just need MQ to follow and stop playing, man. Beautiful higher low. Low of the day. Higher low. Another higher low.
Is that there's still enough doubts about the recession, about whether or not we're actually going to get it.
How many are you holding? Right now, I only have one contract on NASDAQ, but I'm trading it on the Forex side. So the Forex side gives me much more control than the future side. So I can select which position to close out. I'm actually just adding another contract right now. Here at 15,385, which brought my average down. So now once price goes back up to 15,424, I'll be in profits and I can close out everything and then rescale. So one of the methods that I use is scaling in and scaling out. And that's really beneficial because it allows me to have or give the trade a lot more breathing room instead of me going in a full 5 or 6 contracts all at one point. Enter NQ. Yes, I got long looking for it to break out, but I only did one contract of the micro. I didn't go in with the mini. We've pulled back, so now I've added a mini, right? Which obviously, like, it brings my my margin down substantially. Well, my percentage price down to where now, as soon as it gets back to, let's say, 15,400, I'm actually in profit. So I'm only down $60, $80 on the micro.
To the extent, though, that you underappreciated or underestimated the resiliency of the market, what was it that specifically perhaps you revised your own thinking on if you had?
So I'll tell you, we do a weekly, and we put out this big deck every Monday, pretty much every Monday, and we go through all this high frequency stuff that we track. And the thing that really surprised me,
the main benefit is the margin requirements on Forex side. On the Forex side of trading the futures, the margin is 100 times lesser. So on TD Ameritrade, it's $22,000 for one contract. On Tradeovate, it's $500 a contract during the trading hours. But the upside of trading it on the Forex side is that on the Forex side, I can choose which position to take off, right? So when I add on the future side, it's first in, first out, right? So I can have the broker either first in, first out, or first in, last out, right? So if I add in between, I can't. So like, let's say, for example, I just added at 15,385. Let's say it pops to 15,400. I want to close the one that I had just added. I can't it's going to be whatever I had added, whatever I had entered first. That is going to be the first one out. So I like the Forex side because one, margin is substantially lesser, but also because I can control what positions I close out. Anytime you take trades on TD, Tradeovate, Ninja Trader, it's first in, first out, and they average the positions. On the Forex side, every position that I add is its own individual position. So I can pick and choose which one I want to close out. So that is the added benefit to it. Plus, if I decided to hold overnight, the swap fee, or there is no margin fee. There's just a swap fee that sometimes they charge. And there's been times where I've actually gotten paid to hold the Dow Jones long or to hold the Dow Jones short, right? Based off of the interest rates. So Forex side offers way more control. And I'm a fan of that. I'm a big fan of having more control over my trades. But futures do not have the wash sale. So why would it matter? For example, let's again, I entered, okay, let's say I entered at 15,400, right? One mini. I add another mini at 15,380, right? Let's say it pops up to 15,390. At that point, I'm basically at break even. But let's say I just want to lock in the $200 on the ad, and I want to leave the original position to go higher. Soon as I sell, it's selling the first position. So why wouldn't you want more control over your trade to select which contracts you can close or not? That's the difference about Forex. It has nothing to do about the wash sale or anything like that. It's simply I can pick and choose whichever position I enter to exit out. If I want to leave the position that I'm currently down on, if I want to leave it till the end of the day to be able to end in profit, I can do so. If I want to close out everything, I can do that as well. But I like the control that I can pick and choose which contract I close. Make sense?
Shows Clorox under some pressure this morning. This after warning its earnings will take a hit due to a recent cyber attack about a month ago. It comes after cyber attacks at MGM and Caesars. David Javers joins us with all those stories, of course, in a beat you've covered so well and so long for us.
Yeah, thanks, David. Look, the Clorox company is trying to clean up its IT systems this morning. The company announced it had been the victim of a cyber hack back on August 14th. But today it's saying that the financial impact of that attack will likely be material to its quarterly results. So Clorox says the attack damaged portions of its IT infrastructure, which caused widespread disruptions of operations. That led to a lower rate of order processing and what they call an elevated level of product outages. Clorox says it can't tell yet whether the impact will be material to its annual performance. The company now says it believes it has contained the attack and is transitioning to normal processing on the week of September 25th. It says it has resumed production at the vast majority of manufacturing sites, but it can't say how long it will take exactly to get back to normal. Now, the company did also not offer any insight into who the hackers are, whether they have demanded a ransom or whether the company has negotiated or paid money in exchange for access to its systems. The disclosure comes on the heels of last week's, as you point out, major hacks of MGM Resorts and Caesars Entertainment. Those were conducted by a group that some researchers called Scattered Spider. It's not at all clear here if these hacks are related in any way. Back up to you.
You know, Eamon, we were talking about MGM and Caesars earlier, and the decision by companies to pay or not pay ransom. In the cases here, Caesars did, I believe. MGM chose not to. MGM perhaps suffering more significant consequences as a result. What is the advice for companies, and where does the government stand in terms of what it wants to see happen when ransom is asked for?
Look, in the old days, the FBI would advise you just don't pay a ransom, right? Because all you do if you pay a ransom is you
Yep, beautiful dip buy. As stated, as long as Nasdaq stays above 15,355, it's a buy. If we get a close below that, then we could stop being concerned, but it's just dip buy. So told you guys this 30 minutes ago, an hour ago. Any dips on Nasdaq is a buy in my opinion. Now you are free to make your own and execute as you see, but highly wouldn't recommend going against.
to pay these ransoms, but they understand
But again, I'm not 100% right all the time. Just 95. Just 95% of the time.
these hackers are. They say the investigation's ongoing and don't provide any more detail.
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
along to any of these other
Yeah,
hacking groups. I mean,
good
there
stuff.
are so many
Yeah.
defenses one would
Yeah,
expect.
once London close, watch this rugby get.
Personal relationships as well, right? I the social side of things.
Yeah, the social engineering. You literally call up the IT department and say, hey, I've been out of town. I'm an employee. I need to log back in, but I lost my password. And some good-hearted person will try to help, right? People always want to help, especially if it's a colleague calling with a difficulty, right? So they take advantage of our own human good nature here and then strike.
Yeah, well, and it continues to be a real story. Obviously, insurance. I guess they all have insurance against hacks or ransom as well. Many companies.
Usually they do, and usually it's the insurance companies who end up paying these ransoms, and that becomes a whole other negotiation that you have to do. You have to negotiate with the hackers, with your cybersecurity vendor, and then also with these insurance companies as well.
Eamon, thank you for covering all of it. A fascinating story. Still developing as well, certainly when it involves Forex. Eamon Javers. Street will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Yep. EU looking saucy. There we go. Come on, Nas. Come on. Man, it's been a while since I listened to Flex.
Talking with the Treasury Secretary last hour. Today, the latest on the UAW strike. We're live on the ground in Toledo as automakers and workers remain stalemate.
11,
Instacart set the price after the bell tonight is another big debut ahead as the IPO market picks up some steam. Later on, the cautious consumer, Saxy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for me on the day. I'm up on the Nasdaq longs. I'm up on ES. No, I'm sorry, Euro USD. So I'm gonna book some profits on Euro USD. I'm gonna move my stop loss on Nasdaq to break even. Okay, stop loss is there. So I will say again, as we move forward closer to the end of the day, just keep an eye out for if we finally get a candle close above 15,424. All right, we may continue in this range. So ideally, what I would like to see would be something like this. Okay, so I want to see a movement above, which the candle closed, and let's say we get a pullback, and then we, right, so I'm looking for a movement like this. The retest is going to be really significant because again, massive resistance, 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 resistance. So once we finally get a close above this 15,424 area, we should be able to see a nice 70 to maybe another 80 points to the upside. Now, mind you, overall, I am bullish on NASDAQ, right? So we will continue to, well, I will continue to dip buy NASDAQ until my thesis is no longer valid. All right. Let's remove this. So now you see what I'm looking for. Let me just remove. This is why I like TradingView better, because removing it would be so much easier. Okay, right. So a close above 15,424. We can possibly start looking to scale back in for a movement all the way up to 15,503. Don't be shy to take, profits around 15,488 or 15,495. We don't have to hold to that exact TP, even though 9 times out of 10 my TPs get smashed. So we might see a push over and maybe like 15,520 or 15,530, somewhere along those lines. I mean, hell, even 1550, 15,550 is not too far-fetched to be hit today. Now I'm back in profits on GBP USD. I'm looking for about 60 points, 60 pips. So with GBP USD and Euro USD, so I've closed out the Euro USD in profits. GBP USD, I'm risking 20 cents to make 60 cents, right? So 3-to-1 ratio. So yeah, so with that being said, guys, again, keep a lookout for a candle close, a 15-minute. You want to see a 15-minute or a 30-minute candle close above 15,424 to further confirm that we are going to head up. Don't get greedy if you were scaling in at the bottoms. Like, do lock some profits in. If you choose not to, you just have to accept whatever you decide to do. You have to be prepared to accept that outcome regardless.
Risk of a downturn, and this is the best of all worlds to see continued strength in the economy. Good, strong
How long do I stay in a position? It varies. If we have good momentum and follow through, I mean, sometimes I'm in a trade maybe 15-20 minutes. On days where like price action is really slow, volume is just horrendously slow, them days I might be in a position for a few hours, maybe till the end of the day. But on average, I'll say anywhere between 15 to maybe 30 minutes. Soon as I enter a position, within minutes I'm already in profits. And if we catch on days that, you know, we're having just solid follow through, yeah, I mean, literally under 30 minutes I can have my goal for the day hit, based on the follow through of the whatever instrument that I'm trading, whether it be Nasdaq, whether it be Dow Jones, whether it be ES, oil, any one of those. Excuse me a minute, guys. Yo, yo. Dímelo, papi chapu, ¿qué es lo que?